Oh, hi. If you're watching this video, it means that you've been looking around on my blog. Now that you're here, let me introduce myself. My name is Arcadius, and I'm here to discuss renewables and more broadly, green infrastructure. If you spend any time reading news articles about new scientific breakthroughs, whether that be better batteries or stronger windmills, you'll be given just one piece of the puzzle. But you won't get all the context to see how this new piece of technology fits into the bigger picture. In this blog, I discuss the latest news surrounding renewable energy and green technologies, but also I give you context. If there's a groundbreaking for a new turbine manufacturing plant, I'll go over the details of the plant, from its environmental impact to its economic impact. And that's where most other articles stop. I, however, want to give you a little bit more context to understand why this is significant in the broader scheme. We'll discuss the other plants in the country. We'll talk about the future infrastructure projects that this plant will make possible, and most importantly, we'll talk about the role that this development will play in our long-term goals of reducing carbon emissions. As a basis for these discussions, I've already provided a simplified explanation about how major renewable energy sources work. On this blog, you'll be able to find explanations about how wind turbines, solar panels, geothermal plants, and many other renewable energy sources operate. The reason I started this blog is because I was one of those readers coming across news articles of innovations that were going to revolutionize our energy grid. But I never really grasped how far we've already come, how much further each breakthrough is going to take us, and really where we were at that time. I write this blog to settle my own curiosities to an extent, but also to help inform others who want to learn more about renewables. I think of this as my contribution in the pursuit of reducing carbon emissions. Further down the line, I hope to utilize the knowledge I gather and share here to further my own career on a path where I can make a bigger difference. Professionally, I work in commercial lending, and I hope to work progressively closer with the energy sector as I become more familiar with the industry as a whole. Also, I think it is vital to any conversation to look at both sides while also looking at the bigger picture. That is why I also cover the drawbacks of some renewables. It is important to consider all of the implications of the solutions to our energy problems moving forward. If you're an engineer and you're looking for an in-depth scientific breakdown of each new innovation, I'm sorry to say, but this blog will probably not be enough for you. But if you're anyone interested in learning more about developments in renewables and the current state of the energy grid in the United States, then you'll fit right in with the rest of us here. Since starting this blog, it has been read in over a dozen countries with a few hundred readers, so it's safe to say you're in good company. So, if you're just curious about renewables or having trouble keeping up with all the developments constantly coming out, come back and I'll have some posts waiting for you, breaking down what's exciting about new breakthroughs and giving you context about where they fit in our grid.